Hi, my name is Lexi and this is my very first YouTube video. Finally got the courage to do it. So this is the look that I will be showing. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So let's jump right into it. So I'm gonna go in and use my Honey Do Me Up by NYX. I did it on my cheeks right here and my chin, and then I go from my forehead to my nose. The Tarte Shape Tape, and I am the shade Fair Beige. I'll go in with the Shape Tape concealer right here, and it is in Fair. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. Excuse it, I need to wash it. I do spray it with my setting spray. Alright, so I'm only gonna do this much. Not really much. So I'm gonna go in and blend this out. Okay, so now I have blended this out. I just really love the finish of this foundation. It just looks so good. Like the coverage, I love it. I just love the coverage. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my concealer. So I'm going to do it underneath the eye. So I have a little forehead, so I always try to brighten it up as much as I can. I do like to go in with concealer so I get super dry right where my nostrils are, like that little crack. So I like to go in with concealer and cover it up a little bit more. It doesn't really do or like change much on my face, but I just like doing it because like I'm so red there. So I use the side because this is a diamond. I like to use the sides of this. So I use my foundation on the base, and then I use my concealer on the sides, and then later on I'll use my highlight with this. I'll go to the side and like highlight. Again, I make sure it is nice and damp. If it's not, I just feel like it just picks up too much of the concealer.
You want to make sure you are rotating.
So now that I have it all blended out, I'm going to go in with my baking powder called Air Spun. So this is what it is. So what I do is, I do use what it gives you. I do hit mine. I have my powder, like so. So I don't put like a crazy amount underneath my eye. I just like to see just a little bit of the powder. I just feel like when I put too much, like it doesn't soak into my skin. So I use this, it's a Morphe MB5. I use this to wipe it off. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and do, yikes. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. So I do use a NYX or microbrow pencil. I don't know if you can see that. So I use it in the color taupe. So I'll go and push up the hair, and then I will go in with my concealer brush. And I will go underneath my brow. So now that I have put it underneath, I will go in and I like to use, oh, I forgot to tell you. So my concealer brush that I use is an MB10 by Morphe. So it's an MB10, and then I like to go in with an MB15. And I like to blend this. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other eyebrow. Okay. Now I blend that.
I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks' money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Do if I leave. I said, bitch, I'ma do me. B.I.G., bitch, everything zoomed in. Big bag on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse in my family. But you gotta ride it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Just carrying my CD player, sucking on it now. Related sour apple was the flavor, scribbling not through the paper, trying hard to pay attention, but I have no real direction. So I say, oh, fuck this person, fuck to me. My back is stressing. Who I am and where I'm headed, cutting school and acting crazy. Boys, the kid got me crazy, living with a crazy lady. A liar, a schemer, a cheater. I do it with the shits. I corrupt a man, you could go and suck my dick. Skating down the street, being mischievous as shit. This is all of the night.
Okay, so what I did to set in my eyebrows is this Great Lash. It's actually the clear one. So I'm going to go in with one of the other concealers that I have for my eye. And I'm going to use it as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm just going to pack it on, and then since this concealer is so thick, this is why I like this one, because this one's sticky. It's nice and sticky, but I use my finger to blend it in. Okay. Now that I have that blended in, I'm going to go in with a Morphe MB20. MB20. So I'll be using my Kylie Cosmetics palette, the bronze, and I will be using Jasper. So Jasper is this white, it's like nudish. It's got like a hint of like nude in it. It's a nice little white. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a blending brush. I have this Morphe brush. It doesn't say a number. Go in with this brush with this orange color that I had picked in the palette that my sister gave me. Don't really know where it came from. So I'm going in with this orange right here. It's like a coral. It's got a hint of pink in it. It's very peachy, actually. So it's very peachy. I think this color is really cute. So we're gonna go in with that orange. And this one actually has a mirror in it, so I'm gonna use it. And I'm lightly going in for right now. This isn't the main color that I'm using. Just a nice little transition color. I've been super into orange as a transition color. It makes everything look so good. So I've never really used this palette before, so it's like my first time kind of testing it. It got melted. I accidentally put my flat iron on top of it and I forgot about it. This palette is actually really surprisingly really good. It's got me shook right now. Okay, now that I have it blended on both sides, now I'm going to go in with another blending brush. This one is actually a Morphe G17. So I'm going to go in with, this pink right here. Add more of that coral. And I'm just gonna lightly put this on top. And I'll bring it out too. This is what it looks like so far. So now I'm going to do the other eye. And remember to lightly blend it. Don't go too hard on it. So this is what I have now. And now I'm gonna go in with my blues. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Morphe G24. It's actually another blending brush. So I'm gonna go in, I'm first off gonna go in with this blue right here. And again, this is gonna be lightly blending it. So this ended up being more like a cut crease than I expected. Okay, so here's one side so far. I'm going to use my Morphe MB20 again. And I'm going to go in with this blue right here. I'm going to put that on the inner corner of my eye. So this is what it looks like so far. So it actually changed the color that I had used for the blue on the inside corner. It ended up almost looking identical, so I ended up going in with this blue right here. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's more green. So it's got more of like an aqua tone to it, but I am about to go over that a little bit. There's a little bit of concealer as like a base. I'm just gonna go over that just a little. Just kind of define the cut crease a little bit more since I had blended it in so much. Now this is where I'm going to be putting like a white shimmer. And I'm going to go in and use MB19 by Morphe. Let me use this. So this is what I have so far. Now I just do the other eye. Okay, so this is where we're at now. Go ahead and clean up underneath my eye. So I'm gonna go in with my normal concealer. So let me just go ahead and clean up this side, and then I'll go ahead and put my lashes on. Okay, so now I have both my eyes nice and we got it nice and cut. So now I'm gonna put my lashes on, and I also had highlighted my brow bone with the same color that I used for my inner lid. Yes. Okay, so it's these. So my first time trying their silk ones, I do like their Vegas Nay ones. There's this one eyelash one that I do like from Sephora. It came in a clear box. Velour is what it is. So this is what I use to put the glitter in so I can keep track of it when I'm putting it on my face. So I do like the velour ones because they have this packaging. This keeps your shit from bending and all that stuff, and I love it. So this is the finished look. I had some technical difficulties with my phone and then my iPad, and so you didn't get to see my contour or my highlight and then my blush and all that stuff, but I will tell you the brushes that I used, and I will go over again what I had used on my face. So I went in with the Morphe Contour Palette. So these are the colors. So I went in with this orange right here. And then I also went in with this top one over on the right. I went in on that one just a little bit. And I had used a big fluffy brush for that one. And I used a Morphe MB1. So this is what it looks like. So I used my Morphe Contour Palette. It's broken. Again, I had this one for 3 years. So used my blush and that I hit pan on too. So used my bronzer and then my contour kit. And then for my highlight, I went in with Jeffree Star Cosmetics, the Manny MUA one. It's the Eclipse. Yeah, it's the Eclipse one. So it's the first one. It's the one where it's like the pink one. So I went in with that for my highlight. And then when I applied it, I had used a Morphe MB23. It's actually a blending brush, but I use it for highlight. And then a way that I use it to like really set into my skin and make it look more natural, I go in with my sponge and I spray this end and I just pat it in. And that's how I finished the look. I hope you guys like it. Thumbs up for my first YouTube video. Hope I can continue this. Yep,